improving labor market conditions led to progress and poverty reduction.
Hi everyone. Today, we're going to ask people some questions about our country's labor market, and we will also ask for their opinions if our country's economy is improving.
Is education really the way of the poor to escape poverty?
Education is just one way to solve poverty. In a normal company setting, you need to have a certain qualification to fit with the job description.
Yes, for me, you're not in your position right now if not because of your hard work and determination to finish your studies.
I don't think education is really the way to escape poverty because I believe it depends on how you strategize your life.
I think it depends on what you want to do in the future. Like, for example, you want to be a doctor or a teacher or become a professional, then you should be well educated that to do that field. But if otherwise, in my own opinion, the term should be knowledgeable. Just knowledgeable enough so you won't get fooled by the society and remain poor.
Education is important. That is an undeniable fact. However, education alone does not answer poverty. Determination and perseverance are. Even if you graduated with the highest honor, if you fail to strive hard to get yourself a job, then your academic attainment is of no use. You need to be a critical thinker in this world filled with importunate situations. In order to escape from poverty, you need to be wise about life, not just knowledgeable about academic matters.
Is it true that people who has a degree has a higher chance in getting a job?
No, for me, it's not true that the people who has a degree has a higher chance in getting the job. Although these people who have the degree have the more chances in getting the highest position in the company.
No, in my opinion, even if you were not able to finish your degree, you can still be a successful person if you will just strive hard.
Having a degree helps you to get a higher position in a company, but technically I believe it depends on the experiences and the skills that you have, because when you have the right skills, when you have the right abilities, the right experiences, then I believe that you can apply in any position that you want to apply.
Somehow, yes. Let's face the reality with today's competition. There are a lot of people who's an undergrad or a graduate, and there are also people who graduate but with honors. If I were to decide who to hire, of course I'd choose the one with the most advantageous one.
Synonymous to my previous statement, I believe that the degree alone is not the only factor that gets you a job, but what you do and what you're willing to do that would make the company you're applying for accept you as their employee. You need to be competent in their eyes because that is what they'd like their employees to be. Take for example my job as an ESL teacher. I teach basic English to foreign students. Even though I wasn't able to graduate with a degree, my capability of speaking fluent English made me have this job, which means people who are like me, even though I am not a college graduate, they can still have a job.
Does higher education still prepare people for jobs?
Yes, higher education still prepares them for a job, but not all who has a certain degree has the same job that's in line with them.
Yes, for me, certain people who aims to become what they want will prepare them to what field they want to have in the future.
Getting a higher education somewhat helps people get the job because it teaches you the right principles, the right theories. But for me, personally, I think it's still the experience that helps you to get the job, because when I got out of the student life and then went to the real world, I got a bit shocked because I didn't know stuff that I learned from school. It was quite different. So for me, what really prepares people for the job is experience and skills.
I believe so, yes. Because if you want a high-paying job, then you'd have to sacrifice years of your life to learn and have you prepared in your chosen field.
Classroom settings do not entirely prepare the students for a job, but their exposure to their respective fields with practical courses do, because experience is still the best teacher.
Do you believe that the economy in the Philippines is improving?
Yes, economically speaking, you can see a lot of infrastructures that are built right now. A lot of road works are done. That means to say that investors are seeing the Philippines as a hub for business and in the future.
For me, the economy in the Philippines is improving because we were able to have a lot of medical practitioners who were very successful, and other countries are hiring them to work in their company.
Despite seeing the bad news on TV, I believe that the Philippines is improving because as we can see, our infrastructure is growing, and I believe only improving economies can build those infrastructures. And also, basing from the news, unemployment rate is getting lower.
Yes, I believe so. Take, for example, the tourism of the Philippines. Many foreigners have come here and have invested in us. That just means more infrastructures and more jobs for us. And that resulted to more income for our country. So it really is improving.
Yes, I do. The economy of the Philippines is improving because it is evident through the technologies available in our country. In my case, I have my classes online. Because of the advancement of technology, there are a lot of opportunities for the people who want employment, which could, again, contribute to the rise of our economy.
Why did you choose to work on the field that is not aligned with your profession?
In the first place, I used to work with companies in Cebu City, and I used to be an human resources officer for a short period of time. But then accidentally, I call myself as an accidental business entrepreneur because I didn't know that I would land on a business that would relate to burgers and beverages. And I can still apply my degree in some ways because as a bachelor's degree graduate of psychology, I can use the psychology side, especially in marketing or in making the menu, in entertaining the customer, because psychology is basically what it means, that the study of human behavior. So that it's still somehow related to my business that I'm in right now.
I am currently working in the government and I am a graduate of an entrepreneurship, and that is on the business side. With today's economy and demand, it's hard to do what you want because you have to consider the needs of the people. So you have to improvise and look for a solution, and that is to find a job.
After all the interviews that we have made, we can really say that our country is improving and developing. We, with our own eyes, can see how our country improves through like social media. Kanang scroll ta, we can see that there are a lot of infrastructures were built, such as airports, seaports, expressways, and then there are also a lot of investors na kanang willing moari sa atong country. And then when we say investors, it means there are a lot of job opportunities. And then many investors kanang mukuan sa ato ang country because they can see that Philippines is a rich and diverse country filled with exciting tourist attractions which attract people from all over the world. And also, Philippines is a country whose economy has been rising steadily. We, with my partner, we can say that through employment, we can live because it helps us sustain our daily needs, but it will not help us escape poverty. Kay ingon ani manggod mi sa among nakitaan sa akong partner, kay makakita mi na ang mga tao nasa nila trabaho pero igo ra para sa ilahang pagkaon, sa ilahang balay, igo ra jud kaayo.
Okay, if we say man good na it helps us escape poverty is kana jud ganing niasinso ta sa atong kinabuhi. Like kung dako yung changes sa ato ang way of living ba. But if na kay work, it only helps us nga dili ganita magkalisod sa atong kuan, dili ta magkalisod sa ato ang kinabuhi. Like makapalit og pagkaon, makapalit sa atong needs. Pero dili ko makaingon nga maka-escape ka sa poverty kay what if imong trabaho igo-igo ra jud imong sweldo, wala kay sobra. So meaning pobre lang gyapon ka pero maka imong needs kay imo lang gyapon, imo siyang makuanan, imo siyang
Sustain.
ma-sustain nimo siya.
Then kami sa mutuo mi na dili ang education na way out sa poverty. Kay bisag manggod ang kanang mga wa nakahuman, di ba, madato sila. Depende ra jud sa diskarte sa tao. And then the best teacher is that through experiences. Kay ang experience manggod mo teach nimo na unsay angay nimo dapat buhaton, mas
sa imong
ipawise
trabaho.
ka ba.
Yes.
Oo.
Mas kuan siya, mas
Effective sad siya.
mas effective siya kay bawo na gani ka kung like for example ikaw para sa among kuan na may gi-interview ningon siya nga shock pa siya sa kuan kay dili di ay mao pag graduate niya.
Giskoylaan.
Lahi di ay, so meaning ang school ay for example ang education is dili gid siya mao ang unsa man ni
Work usar sa stepping stone.
oh, dili siya mo mag-prepare sa tao gani if ever maka-graduate siya is expert na siya nang kuan, professional na siya. Kay namgoy uban na wala ka graduate pero sa kadugay na niya nga ng trabaho is mas expert na gani noon siya ka mas mangutan na pa gani noon ang mga professional niya kay para sa giingon na experience is the best teacher jud. So
Nga kanang kuan sad kanang tawag ani. Pero if ganahan jud ka na kanang way out sa poverty is mauna nang musod ang atong education, like naa kay profession kanang doktor ka, di ba? Attorney kana nang di ba dako na kay na imong salary. Then if ganahan ka higher paying job o higher position, mo na nang napat na jud kay diskwelahan. So that's all.
So, mo to siya. I hope na makasabot ra mo ani and makatabang ninyo in some ways. So, thank you.